Hello guys, meet again with Queen MMA. In a fight, knockout can make the audience stand up and feel the excitement. However, what if the knockout happened in just seconds? It would certainly be an event that fans will remember for years. And here are the 10 fastest knockouts in UFC history. But before we continue, don't forget to press the subscribe button and activate the bell so you don't miss the latest and other cool updates from Queen MMA. 10. Caol Uno vs BJ Penn 1. This is one of the fastest knockouts on this list, as we look back at the fight at UFC 34, which came from a fight in the lightweight division. BJ Penn was a rising MMA star at the time, bringing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as his main skill in fighting. At that time, we can see how deadly his hand is. Caol Uno, who started the fight with a flying kick, but missed, so BJ Penn didn't waste the opportunity, and immediately threw a series of punches. That streak gave Penn a surprisingly quick knockout win, which came in just 11 seconds. 9. Jairzinho Rozenstruik vs Alan Crowder. Jairzinho Rozenstruik is a heavyweight fighter in the UFC who has risen through the ranks in recent years, and is currently ranked 8th in his division. The year 2019 was one that made him proud, as he had a devastating knockout in his UFC fight. It was his fight against the pretty boy Alan Crowder. Rozenstruik, who at that time dodged an offensive attack from Alan Crowder, was able to land a heavy blow to his enemy's chin, which made him fall directly on the canvas. Rozenstruik immediately launched a follow-up punch that ended the fight quickly. Although this was not Rozenstruik's best knockout win, it was his fastest win, at 9 seconds. 8. Leon Edwards vs Seth Bachinski. Seth Bachinski is a fighter who takes the initiative to attack first in the first seconds of the fight. But one of those attacks left Bachinski's defense open, and Leon Edwards didn't waste it. The first bomb attack that Leon Edwards threw landed right on Seth's head and had a real impact. Seth, who fell on the canvas, was finished by Edwards in just 8 seconds. The outstanding performance of Leon Edwards increased his MMA record to 9-2, and has proven that he is the best fighter in his class, and at the same time the best fighter in England. 7. Makwan Amirkhani vs Andy Ogle. On January 24, 2015, UFC veteran Andy Ogle, who has suffered a 4-loss streak, is looking to improve his career. At that time, he faced UFC debut fighter Makwan Amirkhani. Makwan Amirkhani started the fight with a flying knee that swayed the veteran. Amirkhani then launched a brutal attack and finished him through the ground and pound within 8 seconds of Ogle's fall. This is also the last fight of the veteran Andy Ogle in his professional MMA fight. 6. Don Frye vs Thomas Ramirez. You could say Don Frye is the first-generation UFC fighter. Back when the UFC was still having a one-night tournament fight, it was Don Frye who faced off against Thomas Ramirez in his opening bout. Thomas Ramirez is a fighter who is considered a heavy-handed knockout artist. That's because of his weight of 186 kilograms. But unfortunately, that doesn't help him one bit. Frye started the fight early and dealt a powerful right to Ramirez, forcing the referee to stop the fight. In the fight that night, Don Frye was the fighter who managed to win all the fights at UFC 8. 5. Ryan Jimmo vs Anthony Perosh. There is no better debutant for the biggest promotion in the world than Ryan Jimmo, who was fighting at UFC 149 at that time. Although Jimmo had great moments during his career, there was nothing better than the moment he had when he debuted at UFC. Ryan Jimmo from Canada was able to hit Anthony Perosh, the Australian fighter, with a right hook that hit the head, which put him asleep in just 7 seconds of the fight. The robot dance was the culmination of a fight that culminated in an impressive knockout of the dazzling debutant to his UFC career. Four. Chan Sung Jun vs Mark Hominick. Chan Sung Jun managed to smash through the main cards at UFC 140, which took place on December 10, 2010, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Prior to battling Jung, Hominick had fought Aldo for the UFC featherweight belt, so it's a big fight. The Korean zombie only needed one mistake from Hominick to stand a chance. When the Canadian fighter unleashed his skills, he underestimated the Korean fighter, who was met with a right-handed punch that knocked him to the canvas. After that, Chan Sung Jun brought out his strength and forced the referee to stop the fight in the 7th second of the first round. 3. Todd Duffy vs Team Hague. Todd Duffy made his UFC debut against the late Tim Hague in Portland, Oregon, in 2009. In the fight, what the commentators are talking about is who lands the punch first. That's exactly what Todd Duffy needed to beat Team Hague, namely a brutal right-handed punch that knocked his opponent down. The fallen Hague team was then crushed by Todd Duffy with several merciless punches that knocked him unconscious within 7 seconds of the fight. Two. Duane Ludwig vs Jonathan Goulet. Duane Ludwig met Jonathan Goulet on January 16, 2006, at UFC Fight Night 3, and that was when Ludwig returned to fight for the UFC. Duane Ludwig's name may be rarely heard, but even though he doesn't stand out, Ludwig has defeated Jonathan Goulet in just 6 seconds. That puts him in second place with the fastest knockout win in UFC history, according to Queen MMA. But unfortunately, the referee considered this extraordinary knockout victory, recorded as 11 seconds. Despite that, Dana White and the UFC acknowledged that the fight should have stopped at 6 seconds. 1. Jorge Masvidal vs Ben Askren. This is the fastest knockout in UFC history to date. Jorge Masvidal only took 5 seconds to beat Ben Askren at UFC 239. At that time, Jorge Masvidal beat Ben Askren using his beautiful and iconic flying knee. The referee, who didn't hesitate to stop the fight at that moment, saw such a powerful and accurate impact on the kick. And it was the right decision. In your opinion, guys, is there a possibility for another fighter to break this record? Even though it seems impossible, in MMA, anything is possible. Well, those were some of the fastest knockouts in UFC history. In your opinion, is there another fighter that should be on the list that we forgot to mention? Write your opinion in the comments column so that others know. Thanks for watching. See you in another video. See ya.